The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Marshall! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, but don't make the big mistakes.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He leaves it with his back. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy.
There he goes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. They'll try the run. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Finding open areas. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Sweet cut there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Trying to bull his way out. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Duke. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Crosses the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Hides his man. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Marshall will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Scanning the field, it's Carr. They're setting up the screen. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the ground with the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got room on the return. The 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurd! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 4 over LSU. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Carr. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Gonna look downfield again. Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They're gonna run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Rides the back and leaves it.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
To the air, it's Carr. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you dump...
And it'll be a touchdown.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up, but you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Handoff to the single back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Grab near the marker. It's Canty.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Oh, they're after him. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. 2nd half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Got his man quickly. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They're going to ride this running back. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The screen, and watch out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try
and he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Marshall quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Canty. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might punt that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Bringing the heat. And the defense got him at the 27.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now this offense is back on the field. Gets it out quickly. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They get to the line quickly. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Carr. Fires to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down.
Turning it on! He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Gets it out fast. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Back to pass, it's Duke. Got his man. There he goes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man on the right. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. It's caught.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Caught close to the marker. It's Canty. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
He's looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. Right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Duke. Here's a heat. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. Snap in the shotgun. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The give as they work on that clock. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on second and 6. Past the first down marker and still running. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down at second and 7. Back to throw, it's Carr. They'll run the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Duke. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Rushes on him. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0...